is a leave and holiday policy and procedural manual that I have created as a sample for a company called SwiftTech Solutions. This is a fictitious organization. Let's understand what's covered in the policy. Let's see the policy summary. It covers the document number, the document name, version of the policy, and the date on which the policy became effective. Moving forward, the contents. We have the document history, definitions covered in the entire document, the purpose of this policy, scope, policy and procedural details, and finally, the annexures, exhibits, and information. Let's go with the history. The history talks about the version, authored by, summary, then we talk about the effective date, and then the document's owner. Under definitions, we have very specific definitions which we can refer to at the beginning of the document because a lot of things are going to be mentioned ahead in the document. For example, Swift Technology Solutions is going to be referred to as Swift Tech Solutions. Then we have the purpose. Basically, the purpose of this policy is to define the eligibility, entitlement, provisions, protocols, and procedures related to various categories of paid leave and holidays. Then we cover the scope. Now, the scope has full-time employees who are working on the payroll of Swift Technologies as well as the employees. Now, employees here in Swift Tech Solutions are called consultants. Let's keep that in our mind. Then we have the policy and procedural details. Leave. Now, typical leave year for this organization starts in the month of April and ends in the month of March next year. Basically, the consecutive year. Some organizations have their leave from January to December, but for this policy, we have it from April to March of next year, which is the financial year. The entitlement is 2 days, as in 2 paid leave is allowed for the consultants who have been onboarded in this organization. Now, new hires, their leave entitlement is going to be prorated as per their date of joining. Then we have the accumulation. So basically, 2 days of leave is going to be accrued on a month-on-month basis in this organization. Now, excess leave taken by consultants, which is beyond the accrual and beyond their eligibility, that's going to be unpaid leave. Then various client protocols. Now, here we've mentioned client protocols because in this organization, the consultants are placed in a client organization. So, we are going to be following certain rules which are going to be given by the clients. So, that is the entire section here. Then it talks about the encashment. So basically, consultants who do not avail their paid leave, those consultants are going to be getting their leave encashed at the end of the financial year. Then how is the leave going to be calculated and informed to the consultants? So basically, we use a leave management system which gives you the entire process and procedure to apply for leave. So this entire section covers the leave application, the leave approval. The final closure of the records basically talks about at the end of the financial year, the leave records of every consultant is going to be closed and then a fresh new year is going to be started, zeroing it down. Unauthorized absences are going to be treated as unpaid leave. Leave during notice, it also talks about clauses related to leave with whether it can be availed or it's going to be loss of pay. So all of that is under this section. Then the leave cancellation, if a consultant has applied for leave and for whatever reason wants to cancel the leave which has already been approved, then the procedure is given here. Then working on a holiday. So if anybody works on a holiday, that's going to be considered as a day of leave that they're going to be getting, an additional day. So which talks about the one-on-one ratio. If you work on a holiday, one day you are given 1 day of paid leave. It's just like a compensatory off. Now, discontinuation of services, basically it talks about the exit. At the time of exiting, what is the procedure to be followed? And then we have the holidays. So basically, as per the Indian government, the mandated holidays are written here. And then beyond that, there is a calendar which the organization follows. So that is being given in this particular section. And annexures, we talk about annexure, holiday list, which is basically the entire holiday list of 10 days or 12 days or whatever the organization allows. And beyond that, the leave management system. So basically a document which talks about the leave management system, the usage of it, all of that is covered in this particular section. So that covers a sample leave policy.